your knowledge of the Bible. I'm going to get choked up now.
My name is Larry Davila. I've been the teacher of this class with three different names at any given time. My profession is a teacher. It's a very ancient saying, but a true and honest thought, that if you become a teacher, by your pupils, you'll be taught. As a teacher, I've been learning. You forgive me if I boast, and I've now become an expert on the subject I like most. Getting to know you. Back in 1975, I was asked to sing for the Christmas program of the Pathfinders. And I thought, that's a nice group. I didn't give it any thought. It just happened that at that time, Eloise and Joe Chapman would teach every other Sunday, but they did not want to teach during the summer. And in those days, we had Sunday school all year long. And they asked me to teach during the summer. The Pathfinders, when I began in 76, was a growing class. It was increasing in number exponentially. At one time or another, we had over 90 people as members of the Sunday school class, and regular attendance for Sunday school would be in the 60s. But when the ambassadors and the Pathfinders joined, we decided that it was not good to continue as ambassadors or good to continue as Pathfinders, but to have a different name. I think it was Walter, correct me if I'm wrong, that suggested the name Explorers.
I am Nancy Davila.
My name is Judy Goldman.
I'm Robin Warren.
My name is Gary Howell.
We've had wonderful teaching by Larry Davila, and his knowledge of geography and the Bible are just amazing.
We've learned a lot, and I've enjoyed a lot. You know, he's very good at all of his knowledge and taught. It's been a good experience.
Joined, I think, 35 years ago, the Pathfinder class with my late husband, Bob. Larry was my Sunday school teacher. Ultimately, I have married my Sunday school teacher.
I appreciate the many hours of work you put into preparing your lessons, even if we don't always finish them.
Never.
It's just been a lot of fun, and he tries to keep us on track, but we all are so inquisitive, and we just come up with our own thoughts. A lot of times it distracts, but he keeps us in gear and on track.
I am thankful for the many years I have spent in your Sunday school class because it was just what I was looking for. I wanted a class based on the Bible and not on someone's book. Your knowledge of the Bible is exceptional, and yet you are open to other opinions and questions, and I have many.
One of the things I like about Judy's questioning a lot is she being very candid, and at different times we'll be mentioning something in the Bible, and she was, I don't believe that. Very, very simple. In that stuff that if this were not a church in which everybody's participation, everybody's thinking is allowed to grow, to question, etc., she would have been kicked out of here a long time ago. But And the Calvary in those days would not have allowed the kind of question that Judy would bring nowadays. So we have grown as a church quite a bit in the perspective.
When we asked questions and got some good answers.
Some of the times when I ask questions, and I think we all have experience of asking questions, found out that Larry was a little exasperated with some of the questions, but covered up pretty well.
And one of the things that I have enjoyed, especially when in the heydays of the Pathfinders, was that we never got to finish any particular passage because of people participating, asking questions, sharing their experiences, etc. And long time ago, as a teacher in the Aurora Public Schools, I learned the best time to teach somebody anything is when they are interested in the question, in the subject. So I would take Judy's, Robin's, Rosemary, every one of them, the question, okay, let's deal with this.
And Larry always brought in more background for us, that once the scripture was given to us, or the part of the Bible was, then he could bring more into it and tell us the meaning of the word and where it, the region that it came from, and it just made it more in depth, that you understood it a lot better.
One of my aims was and continue to be the Bible speaking to us today, but the Bible spoke, especially quoting the Hebrews letter, when God having spoken to our forefathers long ago, has spoken to us today. Now this was back in the first century. But what does the Bible say today? What does this particular passage meant to those people at that time? If I'm gonna be influential to any one of you, I have to address your concerns of today. Regardless of what your parents, your grandparents, your great-grandparents, they had their particular interest and their particular take on any given issue. So when it's Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, or whatever, what they were saying back in those days, it did apply to the people in those days. But it speaks to us today.
Yeah, Larry really invites other perspectives.
Oh, yeah, and he always
And
asked,
respects it.
yeah, and he'd ask us to read scripture or do the closing prayer. It wasn't always Larry doing it all the time. He spread it out to the class.
People were free to offer their wide spectrum of understanding. And Larry had a way of pulling everybody's ideas in respectfully and broadening our experience and our understanding.
Just this past Tuesday, in our prayer and study session, there was an emphasis on God is a God of relationship. And that's the thing that holds us together. Relationship. It's not whether you are a liberal or a conservative. It's not whether you're a Democrat or a Republican or anything like that. We are supposed to love each other. Not necessarily agree with each other. We're supposed to love each other. And I love these people.
Yes, we love you.
We love you too.